Hello and welcome back to Witchy-Woo Tarot. My name is Chris and this reading is for the general collective of Aquarius. It will not be for everyone watching, so if the message resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. And if not, please check your moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs for messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid, so feel free to reverse roles however you see fit. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So guys, Sagittarius season is here. That means we are so close to the holidays. It is unreal. And I do want to thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. I absolutely love your support on my channel. I love your comments, your messages, your energy. So please, please, please keep continuing to share all of it, okay? Also, if you don't already, be sure to follow me on social media. I do post tons of content on my Facebook page as well as my Instagram page. I do even have a TikTok, okay? But I'm not very active on it, so, you know. Anyways, all of those things are going to be listed in the description box below. So guys, as we move away from Scorpionic energy and into Sagittarius season, we're really going to be urged to live in our soul's purpose, okay? So since Sagittarius are the wild ones and the truth seekers of the zodiac, I am going to do a cross of truth for you. And this is going to be in regards to your person. So it will resonate in many different ways for many different people. Just take the messages that apply to you and don't force the rest to fit. This also applies to cross watchers. So I will be using the Wild Unknown edition for both Oracle decks and my tarot deck. So I've got the Animal Spirit Wild Unknown Tarot and Wild Unknown Archetypes deck by Kim Kranz, who is a beautiful soul, and I love all of her work. She is just amazing. So I'm going to pick a Animal Spirit card for you, Aquarius. And this is going to exemplify your general energy in the season of Sagittarius. So where this cross is about your person, this is going to be the energy that will be present for you, and perhaps a lesson that needs to be learned or just an energy that needs to be channeled, okay? So what is your spirit animal for Sagittarius season for the sign of Aquarius, please? And I will be reading from the book as well. Ooh, you got the hummingbird. I do like that card. So let's take a look at the meaning in the book. Kim Kranz writes it perfectly, and it deserves to be read. So, the hummingbird spirit is positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So when in balance, it is smart, curious, and loves to learn. And when out of balance, it's pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. So Aquarius, I'm not going to lie, this hummingbird energy, it sounds just like you, okay? Especially in the when out of balance part, okay? And so I think that the advice here is to allow yourself to kind of channel the energy of that positive light and just stay in that energetic and enthusiastic type of energy, okay? Allow yourself to explore your spirituality. Allow yourself to just kind of follow the way of that positivity and don't get wrapped up in outcomes or perhaps not getting your way. I think this card is more about going with the flow and following your passion, right? Because the nectar is the hummingbird's passion. It's what keeps it going. It's what makes it happy. So as long as you're following that path of like inspiration and enthusiasm, going after whatever it is that's sweet to you in life, then you really can't go wrong, right? So, you know, you are very smart. You are very curious. You're very you're very inventive and very quirky in that way. And you're always thinking of new ways to kind of get things done. So again, channel that energy this month and allow yourself to kind of spread your wings and go after what it is that makes you happy, okay? So let's take a look at the Truth Cross, and we're going to start with card number 1, which is the basis or the situation as it is currently, okay? So we have the 7 of Swords. So currently the energy here between you and your person is like very, I'm hearing like sidestepping. So the communication between you two might be really off, or you might be feeling like this person is trying to hide something from you. This is very like sneaky energy. Could involve a third party, but not always. This is just somebody trying to do something perhaps behind someone's back. So again, maybe you feel like your person's kind of sidestepping or side shifting, or, you know, blame shifting even. This could represent gaslighting and toxic behavior like manipulation, and all of those things. So if you're dealing with someone who's kind of narcissistic or likes to play mind games, then this is what we have right here, okay? So I think going back to the hummingbird energy, I think that the advice here is to not entertain any of that type of energy this month. Okay, if you feel like your person's not being honest with you, or if you feel like there's some energy between the two of you that's like stagnant or stuck or like not moving along when it comes to communication, then you need to perhaps spread your wings and follow your passion, okay? And maybe not permanently, but you know, it's always nice to get a break every now and then. And even if you can't physically take a break from this person, you know, maybe you might be married or whatever, you live together. Now is the time to kind of like not pay this person any attention is what I'm hearing. I think perhaps maybe the energy that they're in right now has more to do with what's going on internally. As you can see, we have this fox. Doesn't really look very aggressive. They are more hiding. So, you know, let this person hide, okay? Let this person do what they're doing. I think the advice here is to just continue to follow whatever it is that makes you happy, okay? So what is this person's desires or their hopes for this connection? So we have the 4 of Swords. So it's like they're hoping that you'll surrender is what I just heard. What? So, you know, perhaps, again, this could be a lot of back and forth energy that's very toxic between the two of you. This is a card of healing and surrender, resting and things of that nature. So perhaps your person does want a break as well. And maybe this is mutual. Maybe your person's kind of desiring to kind of surrender and give up, I think, and maybe heal and separate from this connection by kind of going within maybe and resting. I think maybe this person's just really in need of a break. Or this could be symbolizing them wanting to heal the connection between the two of you. But overall, you know, like I said, I kind of feel like this person is needing to take a break and like, I'm hearing like bow out. I think this person, you know, this person could have created this whole scenario in their heads, right? They could be giving off this energy to you because that may be how they feel about you. Or maybe they're creating some sort of scenario in their mind that makes them act in that shifty way, like they can't be honest with you, or that they have to hide like how they're truly feeling or what they really think. And so, you know, with this energy of the 4 of Swords, it's like that I give up energy. So this could also be your person just kind of surrendering to you and just being like, all right, you know, I'm just gonna lay down these swords, and maybe we need a break, maybe we need a rest, maybe we need to rejuvenate this connection in some way, shape, or form. But overall, it's a healing energy, okay? So that's what they want. Moving right along, card number 3, we have the helpful matters or the positive energy that's supporting the connection. We have the 10 of Wands. So lots of heavy energy in your reading today, Aquarius, I'm not gonna lie. 10 of Wands is that burden feeling. It's like, oh gosh, like, oh, so much to carry, so much to worry about, so much stress, so much anxiety. But this is also the energy of a person who's doing things for other people. So it's self-imposed, kind of like the 8 of Swords, okay? This is self-imposed burden. This is someone who decided to take on a lot of burden, perhaps that wasn't their responsibility. And so now I think the supportive part of this card is that this is coming to an end, okay? So the 10 is an ending of a cycle. I think maybe you or this person or both of you are wanting to put down all of the bullshit perhaps that you've been carrying together, and get back to the basics and the simplicity of your connection, because I think maybe all of these wands, I see them as interferences. They could represent other people, other conflicts, outside conflicts. All of it was just kind of piling on and putting a lot of stress on this connection, which could have caused this this like sidestepping or like feeling the need to hide, like almost like a victim mentality is what I'm hearing. It's like this person, it's like they're not getting their way, right? And they're realizing they're needing to make changes in how they communicate. And instead of being honest about it, instead of being upfront and open and, you know, whatever, they're just kind of like, I'm just going to sit here and, you know, bury my face in my tail. So, you know, this person could potentially also be embarrassed of things not going the way that they planned. And so again, they could just be like really wanting to say, fuck it, I give up. We're putting this down. We're going to just kind of, you know, bury the hatchet perhaps and try to heal things between us. Okay. So the challenge with you and this person is the Lovers. Interesting. So Aquarius, this came up as the challenge for someone else, I believe, Sagittarius maybe. So you could be connecting with another Sagittarius. But the Lovers is a choice. It is spiritual union. It's a divine connection. It's soulmates. It's twin flames. Whatever you think, this is divinely guided. And so I think, you know, the issue and the challenge here is that, you know, perhaps no matter the bullshit that you guys go through, you could be tied together on that soul level where it's like no matter what you do, you're always circled back around to this person. You're being divinely guided to this person. So even in times of struggle or dishonesty or, you know, perhaps like the uncovering of true feelings, going through little breaks and separations with this person, feeling like burdened and whatnot, all of that circles back to this person regardless. So, you know, for some of you, this could represent you having choices or your person having choices or options, but I really don't see it that way. I feel like you and this person are tied together in a soul connection of some kind. Could be a karmic connection. Just use your discernment depending on what situation you're in. But again, you're being pulled back to this person again and again. They're being pulled back to you. And so I think, like I said, this person's like, I give up, okay? Like, I don't know what else to do. I surrender to this. I'm not going to worry perhaps about all this bullshit that I've been trying to carry or that I've been trying to worry about. I'm just going to kind of keep to myself, I think, is what your person is wanting to do. And so again, this could be them kind of like hiding or trying to, you know, maybe pouting or just acting like the victim maybe. That's just kind of what I'm picking up on. But, you know, and I just saw this hummingbird like tra-la-la, like I don't give a shit. I'm going to fly off into my own happiness. And so whatever's going on with your person, I do think that it's an internal struggle going on with them, because like I said, this is your energy and you're not letting any of that affect you. And perhaps you might have let that affect you before in the past, which is why now this fox is no longer, you know, trying to do anything. They're just sitting there like, oh, okay, well, I guess that doesn't work on you anymore. You know, I guess I can't play the victim anymore with you, Aquarius. So I gotta maybe rethink my strategy on how I communicate with you. Maybe I need to just give up, because I think that your person is starting to realize that maybe you're just smarter than them, and that you've got them all figured out in a sense. And so they can't really play those sneaky games with you or try to manipulate you or anything like that, because you're above that. All right, you're not even focused on this person so much. I feel like you're more focused on your passion, on what makes you happy, and you're focusing on your own spiritual journey, and that's beautiful. So the likely outcome of this situation is the Fool. And so I do feel like, you know, with this person kind of surrendering and understanding where maybe, you know, the energy that they put forth in this connection wasn't the best, I do see that there is an opportunity for the two of you to start again, to have like a new beginning. For some of you, you could be starting over with someone new. This could be you flying way off the grid and leaving this person behind. But for some of you, like I said, this is a renewal of the connection. It's almost like it's like, you know what, I know it's really foolish of us to keep doing this and going back and forth, but you know, it's always you, it's always been you, you're the person I want to continue to live life with. And so perhaps with this person healing, surrendering, regrouping, putting down all of this bullshit and coming to a place of honesty within themselves, they will finally choose you, Aquarius. They will finally stop choosing themselves and all of this toxicity, and they're going to start choosing you, okay? They're wanting this new start with you. They're kind of wanting to like wipe the slate clean is what I'm hearing. So let's get some clarity on all of this. Let's get clarity on this person's desires with the Four of Swords. I love the Lamb. It's so healing, such healing energy. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. That is actually really positive energy for this person. But desires and actions are two different things, okay? So keep that in mind. So let's get clarity for the supporting energy. What is supporting this connection? What is supporting this connection currently? Wow, so, okay, so guys, what did I say? You guys keep coming back to one another because we have the Four of Wands here, okay? And it's crazy because this Three of Swords came out and all of a sudden I just got like the worst heartburn out of nowhere. God. Okay, so let's clarify the Lovers. Let's clarify this challenging energy between the two of you. And so Aquarius, let me get, okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. So another storyline that I'm hearing, okay, and just bear with me. You being the hummingbird, following your bliss, following the nectar, chasing that dream, chasing that happiness. You know, you could just, like I said, be totally walking off the grid from this person. And this could be reflecting as your energy, putting down the burden of the way maybe this person wasn't able to communicate effectively with you. You feeling like maybe they're sneaking around, or perhaps not giving to the connection the way that they should, just like I said, sidestepping and shifting to get their way and to manipulate their way. And so now, you know, for some of you, like I said, you could be choosing to go in the direction of someone else. So this Four of Wands could represent this person, as I originally said. Or this could represent you understanding like, okay, this is over, you know, some heartbreak is happening, but you're following your perhaps like twin flame. Maybe you've met someone new with this Ace of Wands. That could also be the scenario, okay? So let's take a look first at the Fool. Get some clarity on the Fool. Yeah, and we have the Devil. So let's go back to the original storyline, Aquarius, and let's check the bottom of the deck. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of like planting seeds, watching and waiting for something to grow. Maybe you and this person have really been working on this for a while. It's also kind of an element of like things taking too long to manifest. And perhaps you could feel like, although you've put a lot of work into this connection with this person, nothing's really growing. And so again, like rest and renewal is required if you guys are going to make this work. And I say if, because like I said, we have different energies here. So let's take a look at this clarity for the Four of Swords. Okay. So your person desires renewal and healing. They're wanting to surrender the connection. And I do feel like they are wanting to make the changes in the physical to show and prove that they're wanting to move this relationship forward, okay? With the Three of Wands, this is a card of manifestation. It's a card of taking action on plans that were made. And so with the Two of Pentacles coming up too, I do think maybe this person has been juggling a lot, maybe trying to make a decision or really trying to understand how they can make these changes and in the real physical world, right? Because like I said, desires are one thing, thing, and action is another. So we see here, not only is this person desiring change, but they're actually taking the steps forward into creating this change in the connection. So I do feel like this person is really going to be trying very hard, okay, to manifest this new beginning with you, and they're willing to make changes, perhaps uncomfortable changes, to do so, okay? So let's take a look at the supporting energy. We have the Three of Swords and the Four of Wands coming up for the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Wands, excuse me. So again, there's heartbreak and sadness involved in this. And so maybe there was a third party, or there is a third party option. And so maybe Aquarius, you're like, oh, someone's heart's going to have to get broken in order for me to move forward into stability with someone else. Or like I said, this person, this could be them, like, they feel broken, they feel ashamed, they feel hurt, like perhaps they threw a wrench in this connection. So I think this is your person understanding where perhaps they went wrong in the past, and where they maybe broke your heart, maybe broke their own heart by resisting and by not being upfront and honest with you. Because the Four of Wands is the twin flame card. It's stability, it's marriage, it's union, okay? And so I think that if this is the energy supporting you and this person, going back to what I said about the Lovers card, and we also have the red string of fate tied around these swords, okay? So you could be connected with this person on a soul level, which is what brings you back around every time to them, right? And so for some reason, it's like, even though there's lots of challenges here, the choice was always made, right? The challenge really isn't a challenge. The challenge is that there's so much passion here, perhaps, that it's hard to say no to this person. But again, if you're on the other side of the coin, this could be you, Aquarius, finding passion elsewhere and starting over in a brand new beginning with someone new, okay? So with the Devil energy coming up to clarify the Fool, I do really feel like there was a lot of toxic energy in this connection with you and this person. And so I just feel like in order for you to start over with them, this toxicity has to go away, okay? It's like this person needs to really purify and come to a place of understanding where they were really not acting from a place of pure like love, that they were maybe acting out of like selfishness or just ego, right? And so, like I said, in order to move forward and start anew, we have to detach and cut away the things that are no longer working for us. So, you know, with the I almost said firefly energy. Who got the firefly? Libra. You could be connected with a Libra. With the hummingbird energy, this is, like I said, someone flying free towards what it is that makes them happy. So whether you have the first story or the second story, happiness and a new beginning is on the horizon for you. But again, you need to use your discernment as to which storyline is for you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading and get an archetype card for you and see what Spirit has to say in regards to advice for Sagittarius season. So let's see what we have for Aquarius. We have the Tear. Beautiful card. So let me get the meaning here. That's very weird. I never get heartburn, guys, and all of a sudden I feel like this spreading fire in my chest. Okay, so we have the Tear. The morning, the release, the rain. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that, once acknowledged, will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. So guys, for some of you, you will be letting go of this relationship, okay? Some of you will be making the decision to go after what makes you happy and follow your own path. Again, this could involve a third-party situation, but I do think the advice here is to allow yourself to grieve this connection, okay? So whether you're grieving it as like metaphorically grieving an old stage of this relationship with this person so you can renew this connection, or whether you need to allow yourself and this person time to grieve what's no longer working for you, okay? And so just remember, like, it might be disappointing, it might be really sad to end this connection, but at the end of the day, you can't go after what it is that makes you happy if you're sitting around in a connection with someone who isn't happy. Okay, if you're sitting around in a connection with someone who doesn't know how to communicate with you effectively, or who behaves sneakily, or isn't completely honest with you about how they feel. And so, you know, again, I just think it's very important for you guys to use your discernment. If you have this brand new passionate beginning on the table and you're kind of waiting for something else to be healed, I think it's time for you to really consider what it is that truly makes you happy. And that is the whole theme of Sagittarius season, okay? Seeking the truth and going after our soul's purpose. So, you know, going after your soul's purpose doesn't involve sitting around in Seven of Swords energy, okay? This is the type of energy that needs to be cleared away in order for you to step forth into this brand new cycle, okay? So Aquarius, I hope that this reading resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I did very much. And like I said, all of my information will be in the description box below. If you have any questions for me, if you would like to chat, if you would like to purchase a private reading, all of that stuff is down below. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of Sagittarius season. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.